Hey, folks! Are you as excited as I am about the upcoming units in Honkai Star Rail's Patch 2.6? If you've been scouring the web for details on the new 5-star character and updates on the rerun banners for version 2.5, then you've hit the jackpot with this video. Today, I'm going to dive into all the juicy details about the upcoming limited 5-star character who might just steal the show in Patch 2.6. Plus, we'll cover some recent developments regarding the rerun banners in version 2.5. But before we get into that, I've got some news that might be a bit of a downer for those of you who've been eagerly waiting for Sunday or Tingyun. Don't worry though, I'll save that for later in the video. Now, a quick heads up before we dive in. Everything I'm about to share is based on speculations from various sources. As we've seen with the ever-changing rerun banners, this new info could also change once it's officially released, so take it all with a grain of salt. With that out of the way, let's jump straight into the good stuff, starting with the new 5-star character. Alright, so according to recent leaks, we're looking at a new limited 5-star character named Rappa in Patch 2.6. And no, she's not a rapper. Though that would have been pretty cool. Let's start with her design. Rappa uses the female maid model, similar to characters like Ruan and Topaz. She's got a high ponytail with pinkish hair. Sorry, Hey 3 fans, but she's not the Alicia lookalike you've been hoping for. She also has horns on her head and wears a cap on top of them. Don't ask me how that works. We'll find out when she's officially revealed. Rappa's design is cyberpunk inspired, which means she's rocking a modern, futuristic look with some ninja elements thrown in. She wields a 3-bladed shuriken in her kit, which I think looks pretty badass. Oh, and she's part of the Galaxy Rangers, just like Bronya, and hails from a planet called Punklord. If you're not familiar, Punklord is a cyber world known for its hackers, gamers, and advanced technology. But I'm not here to deep dive into lore, so let's keep it moving. That's pretty much all we've got on Rappa's design and personality for now. Now, let's break down what we know about Rappa's kit and how she functions. Rappa is an imaginary type unit who follows the path of erudition, and she's a main DPS with the flexibility to act as a sub-DPS if needed. Fun fact, Rappa is actually the first limited female imaginary character in Honkai Star Rail, which is pretty cool. Her kit seems tailored for the pure fiction game mode, which makes sense since she's an erudition unit, like Firefly and Bronya. The focus of her kit is on breaking enemy defenses, and she's got a universal weakness, ignore ability. More on that in a bit. Starting with her basic attack, it's a pretty standard move. Rappa uses her shuriken to deal imaginary damage to a single enemy. Nothing too crazy here, so you won't rely on it much. Her skill, on the other hand, deals imaginary damage to all enemies on the field. Again, pretty standard stuff. Now let's get to the good part, her ultimate. When Rappa uses her ultimate, she gains a stack of something, the name's still a mystery, and this stack is crucial for her kit. Why? Because it lets her unleash an enhanced basic attack whenever she takes a turn. But there's a catch. She can only use this enhanced attack if she's got at least one of those stacks from her ultimate. Her enhanced basic attack deals 3 instances of damage. The first 2 instances hit in a blast radius, meaning they damage the main target and adjacent enemies. The third instance is an AoE attack that hits all enemies on the field with imaginary damage. Sounds underwhelming? Well, here's the kicker. This enhanced attack ignores enemy weaknesses and deals toughness damage, regardless of the enemy's element. Kind of like Bronya's ultimate. And we all know how broken that is. That's all we know about Rappa's kit so far. I hope this quick breakdown gave you a decent idea of what to expect. Personally, her kit sounds solid, and I'm tempted to pull for her since I don't have a pure fiction-focused character yet. Imaginary Break might not be the strongest in terms of damage multiplier, but I'm curious to see how they balance her kit around it. Just imagine if all the Galaxy Rangers had kits centered around break effects, similar to how the EPC units focus on follow-up attacks. That'd be pretty awesome, right? Alright, now for the less exciting news for my fellow Sunday and Tingyun fans. According to several sources, Patch 2.6 will be the first in HSSR's history to feature only a single new 5-star limited character, Rappa. This means, unfortunately, that neither Sunday nor Tingjin will be arriving in version 2.6. Their releases are likely pushed to patch 2.7 or 2.8, assuming those patches exist. You can take this as good or bad news. On the bright side, it gives us more time to save up for them, but I know some of you are as impatient as I am. Lastly, let's talk about the changes to the rerun banners in version 2.5. As I mentioned in my previous video, version 2.5 is set to release on September 10th, with Fuchsia featured as the limited character in the first half. Alongside her, we'll see reruns for characters like Kafka and Black Swan, all in a new rerun banner system. No changes here, so that's a relief, at least for now. However, the second half of the patch is where things get interesting. Ling Xiao is set to be the new limited character, and originally, Dr. Ratio was supposed to get his first rerun alongside her. But now, sources suggest that instead of Dr. Ratio, Topaz will be getting her second rerun alongside Ling Xiao. If you were hoping to pull for Fuchsia but don't have any follow-up units, you might want to reconsider your plans. That's all the latest info on Rappa and the 2.5 rerun banners. I hope you found this video helpful. What are your thoughts on Rappa and the rerun changes? Personally, I'm not thrilled about all the follow-up units being rerun simultaneously, but it is what it is. Just imagine if they threw in a Venti rerun in 2.6, now that would be something. As for Rappa, she seems decent, but I might skip her in favor of Sunday. Oh, and before I forget, if you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.